Well, hey, everybody. We're down here in the cold South, which, listen, it's usually not the cold South. Not sure what we're doing up here, but it's a little chilly, just a little chilly down here. I'm in Florida, Jacksonville, Florida. Y'all know that. And it's a little cool, just a little cool. This is for the cool in you. Yeah, this is for the cool in you. It's a little too cool for my liking. I'm telling you, I do like, a little bit of let's do this for a little while. It'll be interesting. We'll do it for a hot minute, but then, okay, we can go on back to regularly scheduled programs. We can go back to the regularly scheduled program. Good morning, Tanya. Listen, I know it's cold where you are. Tanya's in Chicago. It's probably freezing up there. It down here. Let me see. What's our temperature down here? I'm in Jacksonville. It rained. Snowed. Did y'all see on the news that it was snowing in Pensacola? Like a lot of snow in Pensacola. That happened. Let me see what the weather says for here. When I woke up, it said that it was 30 degrees. It still says 30. 30 degrees in Jacksonville, Florida, below freezing. It says it feels like it's 24. The high today is going to be 40. Severe weather. These conditions are expected to last till 1 p.m. on Wednesday, which is today. I'm not China. We ain't snowed in. It ain't snowing like that though. Not for me. Now Pensacola snowed pretty hard, and I saw New Orleans got 9.5 inches of snow. It's like, really, I didn't even know it snowed there either. I don't know. This is kind of something that make you I'm about to catch another flight, make you catch a flight. Well, it's not bad when you're in Florida, but people who live places where it normally doesn't snow may decide they're ready to catch a flight to somewhere in the Caribbean where it's nowhere near as cool, right? But but then you'll end up with airlines not being able to go nowhere because they're not used to, those airports aren't used to that kind of weather either. So the ground conditions may not be where they need to be. I'm cool. I'm not snowed in, but it is quite chilly. I am in though. Good thing my school closed today. I don't teach on Wednesdays anyway, but the school closed for the children, I guess. They'll stay in their dorms and such and such. Teachers don't have to, slide their way to work. Good morning, Royal Diadem. Hey there. Tanya says, I'll take it. Janae, happy midweek. Yeah, we heard and saw that NOLA is just cold in DC. Yeah, it's cold down here. I don't have any snow. There was somebody who showed some flurries on a social media post or whatever. But I didn't see no flurries because I was asleep. If there was flurries that happened during the night, and I didn't see any flurries. Okay, no flurries here. All right, let me go ahead and switch over. I want to share my screen. Why are you not sharing the screen? Okay, here we go. It's already there. Yes. Okay, so the VIX this morning. Nope, wrong screen. I want to go and make this one bigger. The VIX this morning is at 14.71. 14.71. I send it. Y'all need to move to where it ain't cold, because that whole Chicago thing, I'm out. It just sounds like it's going to be cold there all year, and I'll pass. Okay, I'll pass. So 14.71, the VIX is down 0.35, which means the market is up, and we've seen it. We have seen the upness of the market. I want y'all to think about Netflix. We're going to go talk about it here in a minute, but Netflix did they good earnings, right? Trump policy spotlight could eclipse strong earnings season. We were talking the other day about how many, somebody made a post about how many executive orders he signed in a short period of time. And yeah, that's that. That is that. Hey, Sabrina, good morning. Netflix stock jumps after earnings stun Wall Street. NASDAQ 100 historic bull run has further to go. QIA Trump has spurred the U.S. tech deals boom. P&G beat on sales as the U.S. demand picks up. Johnson & Johnson top sales profit estimates amid strong cancer drug sales. And Trump launches a $500 billion AI investment backed by Oracle, OpenAI, and SoftBank. All righty. NASDAQ leads the stocks higher as Netflix and the AI buzz returns. Quantum computing stocks are also back up on the move again. The Rigetti, QUBT, QBTS, Big Bear AI should still be a part of that. I don't know if Big Bear AI really falls in the quantum or just the AI space, but these stocks are moving. Quant, I think, is an ETF. Maybe that one's moving. Just a lot happening. Jamie Dimon says the U.S. stock market is kind of inflated. Kind of inflated. Kind of. That's what he's saying, is that it's only a little bit. How Blue Sky, Twitter's one-time side project, is challenging Elon Musk's X. All righty. Well, stock futures jump on strong earnings, gains in the tech shares as S&P 500 nears an all-time high. Let's look up here. This is CNBC. Jamie Dimon says he's patched his relationship with Elon Musk. Elon and I hugged it out. Really, that's all it takes. I guess a hug will always fix things. Woo-woo, warms the heart. Yes, it does. Anyway, the pre-market, the Dow futures is up, S&P futures up, NASDAQ futures up, and oil is up. U.S. 10-year bonds are red. Stock futures jump on strong earnings, gains in the tech shares as S&P 500 nears an all-time high. Let's go look at Europe. Europe is mostly green. FTSE Milano is the only one that's red. Adidas shares push Germany's DAX index to another record high. Adidas. European markets trade higher. Oh, now there's a crypto one up here. This is interesting. This crypto hadn't been. The CNBC says, y'all talking about it. We need to make sure that we got a page. Bitcoin is down 2.5%. Ether down 1.14%. Solana up 1.51%. Dogecoin, which was a meme coin forever, and now it's up here on the top line. What's the world? It's down 6%. XRP is down 0.99%. Well, y'all see how CNBC don't put crypto up here? The same thing that people said wasn't real and wasn't going to be around. It's now got a CNBC page. When you get a CNBC page, you might be a little serious. I'm serious. That's not the song, but that's what may be happening. Okay. The song is I'm Curious. Hey, Marsha, how you doing? Okay, ASX 200, Nikkei, Nifty 50, they're all green, and the Hang Seng and Shanghai are both red. China stocks fall after Trump suggests tariffs on Beijing could come into effect by next month. I happen to, this is a tough spot. I agree that anybody who sends stuff to us that we have to pay for ought to have to carry some of the load. I agree with that. Don't agree with all the stuff that comes out of that camp, but that's one of the things. I think we've given them so much of our technology, so much of our resources, that we've basically handed them the ball, and now we want to try to pull some of it back. And I don't think that's a bad deal. I think we need to try to get something back out the deal. Something out of the deal. And this is not a political conversation, nor is this a political show, because I really don't get all that deep into it, to be honest. But I do think some things just are right? Procter & Gamble earnings beat estimates as shoppers buy more household staples. All right. Let's see what's on our list for today. Today is Wednesday. Lots of letters for no reason, because we just pronounce it Wednesday. WEF annual meetings, CB leading index month over month. That's what's happening today. Their annual meetings, WEF, is still going on tomorrow. It's actually going on all week. Tomorrow, we're going to have unemployment claims, natural gas storage, and President Trump will speak at 11. It's a red folder, so you definitely want to watch whatever you're swinging into tomorrow, because this maybe, until 11 o'clock is when the speaking happens, but you want to make sure that you're mindful of that. That's tomorrow at 11. Today, we don't have a whole lot going on besides this super cold weather. And then tomorrow, we also have crude oil inventories at 11. Friday, we have PMI, which is going to be red folder. So we do have some things happening between now and the end of the week. So as we're looking at, I know my sellers, we're looking for things that are expiring on Friday. As you're looking at Friday expirations, you do want to keep in mind that there is some volatility amidst us. The volatility is amongst us. Okay, so just trade what you see. which is always my mantra: trade what you see. Let those charts lead you. And if you're not real sure about what the chart says or what to read on the charts, then you need to head over to my charting webinar. It is for free, right? You can do it for free. It is at start. Let me put the link in the chat. Startwiththechart.com. Startwiththechart.com. You want to go over there and go to a good little look at how to start charting. If it's new to you and you don't have a clue what we're talking about, startwiththechart.com. You want to make sure to go over there and get some chart, because everything, every indicator, everything is bending on that price action, and the price action is found in the chart. All right. And so you need to understand, how do I read this? How do I understand what this stock is saying? What do you know? There's a whole story that's being told. I was taught the story of the candles. You want to make sure you can watch the candles and see, what is this? What is this saying? Where are the buyers? Where are the sellers? Where are the folks that are here? What's going on? That's what we want to see, is what's going on. Okay. Let's look at our earnings. Our earnings last night, Netflix, we're going to look at the chart here in a minute. But as I understand it, Netflix made a huge jump in the aftermarket based on their earnings yesterday after the market closed. They got a big old jump, and they may have taken the SPX 500 with it, which may lead to us having a gap up this morning. I'm pretty sure we do, because it looks like we were like in the 60, 80s, which that's not where S&P closed yesterday. So there may be a gap up, right? Yesterday, we had United Airlines. Some of these you might not trade the earning. You might not trade the earnings on the front side, because if you pick the wrong direction, then your money could be gone. But you may ride the wave on the backside. Nothing wrong with that. Ride the wave on the backside. Today's Wednesday. Interactive Brokers had earnings yesterday. Seagate, Progress, Capital One had earnings yesterday. Zions, Agilysys, looks like Great Mountain Bank, and Wintrust. This morning, Procter & Gamble, which I mentioned, Abbott, Johnson & Johnson, Halliburton, GE, Vernova had earnings this morning. Ally Bank, Travelers, may be insurance, Amphenol, Comerica, and I can't see what that TE thing is. Aftermarket today, though, we have Kinder Morgan, Alcoa, Discover Card is going to be this afternoon, which might carry with it some sympathies with Visa and MasterCard. Some of those may go with it, may travel with that, all right? Horizon, RLI, some of these are small, so I'm trying to see it. Cadence, those are the big ones. I'm thinking the ones that are probably going to be most expected, anticipated, is probably going to be the Discover, Alcoa. Tomorrow morning, we got GE Aerospace, American Airlines, Alaska Airlines. Those are all tomorrow morning. All right. Let me see if anything else coming up. Earnings this rest of this week. American Express is Friday. Verizon doesn't really make a lot of moves. CSX is tomorrow. Tomorrow after market close. It's going to be CSX. That may carry a little bit of volatility with it, or at least expectation, right? People will be expecting that. Let's look at Adams numbers. Massive payout on this in SPX. Yesterday's target off of 6,008 support was 6,052. When we hit it, I made it clear, let a runner keep working for 60.70, 60.80, and we just hit 60.80. Now, when he's saying just hit 60.80, he's talking about in ES. He is a ES futures trader. That's what he is. So that's what he's talking about. They hit 60.80. I'll go to that chart here in a second. Plan today, ride your runner until it ends. 60.87, 6,094, 61.02 to 10. That's 6,100. Just know when it hits, when SPX hits another psychological number, 6,100 will be psychological. When it hits that number, it's probably not going to stay up there, because it generally doesn't take a new all-time high all at one time. Usually you take a mountain, you pull back a little bit, get some strength, and go back and test the mountain again. So 6,100 may not necessarily hold. Some kind of data must have just popped out, because I see the chart in front of me and it's starting to drop off that 60.80 area, but I'll take you there in a minute. Okay, ride the runner, 60.87, 60.94, 61.02 and 10 if SPX wants more. 60.52 and 60.36 are the supports. Anything below that is going to be a sale. The gap between SPX and ES is 35. So if you're somebody who watches Adam's numbers or Adam's tweets regularly, he tweets about the ES futures, right? So he's given ES numbers. You need to subtract 35 from that to find your SPX. Anytime you're not sure what the gap is, you can go to your own chart and compare SPX and ES together. Put in SPX, put in ES futures, and look at the difference between those two numbers. That's what we do. Now, I have to do it with SPX 500 when the market's not open because SPX doesn't run all night, right? So I have to do it early, and I go and look and see it's 35. But when you're in real time, go look real time, right? XSP, if you're trading XSP, we've got 611 on the call credit spread side and 603 on the put credit spread side. If you're trading XSP, which is the mini to the SPX, right? Good morning, Drew. That's what we got going over there. Double your account with this strategy. Double your account using this. It's a video I put out a few days ago. I put this video out a few days ago, maybe a couple days, Monday, might have been Monday, because that was the holiday, right? Let me go get the link so I can make sure that the link is here for you all to see. Go to the YouTube channel and take a look at the video. Let the ads play. Yep, let the ads play. Double your account using this strategy. All right, go over there and check it out. Go over it. Even though you see some Forex pairs, y'all know I don't do Forex. So it's not about Forex for sure. Please don't expect that to be the case because it ain't. All right. It ain't the case. Don't even expect it because I don't do Forex. I used to do Forex. I learned initially when I first started trading, I did start with Forex. And I wasn't very good at it, I don't think, because I wasn't learning it per se. I was following somebody else. And this is I was following someone else, which means you're not necessarily learning stuff if all you're doing is taking plays. Along the way, if you're taking plays, which I don't, not taking plays, but while you're taking plays, you should be learning along the way. I'm in a community impact, and in impact, they do call trades, but there's also a huge education segment there. And the whole push is that, yes, while you're learning, we will call out trades, but along the way, the expectation is that you get your skills up so that at some point you don't need anybody to call plays for you, which is what we're doing even in our membership, my own membership, the Option Seller Zone. We're learning. Yes, I put out trades that we're doing for the week, but I am an educator at heart. That is what I do. We're going to learn some stuff over here because I really want everyone to be self-sufficient. I don't want long-term dependent traders. I want us to help support you as you go forward, but I want to equip us. That's what we're after, being equipped. We're trying to be equipped. This graphic is not the one that needs to be here because JP Morgan is actually on the put credit spread side, not on the call credit spread side. That's the only, oh no, I had a few others. I was going to say, let me move past this because there's some other ones. That graphic got updated. And I want to make sure that it's Wednesday. Wednesday's a great day to look forward to some trades that you can do for the end of the week. Let me look here so I can grab an updated graphic and we can see what we need to see with that. Is this it? I think I see it. I want to make sure that the trades for the week that you can look here at these and see where we've got trade opportunities and trade ideas. I'll talk about the ones my community entered. There we go. I'll come back to the candlestick calendar. I'll come back to that in a second. This is our trade list for the week. This is it. This is it for the week. All right. So lower risk, we've got IPM, JP Morgan, Visa. That's all on the put credit spread side. My community is trading JP Morgan. On the call credit spread side, we got TLT, Iron Condor. We've got UPS. My community is trading UPS. Moderate risk, we've got put credit spread APA, AV Gold, Roblox, Taiwan Semiconductors, USO, and SoundHound. We're trading USO. And Iron Condor, QCOM, we're trading that one as well. And Uber, this call credit spread on Uber, I want if you are thinking about doing Uber, I want you to think twice and watch that chart, because Uber, the CEO of Uber, was on the stage at the inauguration with all those other CEOs. The Meta CEO was up there. The Tesla CEO was up there. NVIDIA CEO, I think, might have been up there. Anyway, the CEO of Uber was up there too. And people read those kinds of things as bullish interactions, and Uber might have moved. I saw it yesterday, and I don't remember if it moved past our 70, but if you're trading, it showed up in the 50-period moving average that it was bearish, but those kinds of movements can be the ones that will turn it into a good little pop. So you want to be careful there. All right, we'll look at the chart to make sure if 70 is not a good number. Now, what you do there is, if what you see there is if it's got a higher or starting to run, you can switch over to put credit spreads, or you can go to a higher strike on the call credit spread. That's why we're training up in here, so that way you can make a judgment call in real time. I want you to know how to make a judgment call in real time. The Candlestick Mastery 2025 monthly keys to market moves. Every one of these months has a candle pattern, has a highly profitable and useful candle pattern. Tells you what it is, tells you how to trade it, gives you some key dates for the month. All righty. You can get it at bit.ly/melanin inspiration, bit.ly/MELINSP. You can get you a copy of the calendar. It's a resource. Okay, it's a resource. It's not just the calendar. Actually, the calendar is probably the second-hand feature of it. Some people are on the call who have one. And if you got one of the calendars, put a comment in the chat. Put a comment in the chat. Say, I got one. I like it. I got one. I hate it. I'm hoping nobody says they got one and they hate it. That would hurt my feelings. And I don't think anybody wants to hurt my feelings. But that would hurt my feelings if somebody said, I got one and it's trash. Y'all ain't gonna do that, because I know it's not trash, first of all. That's the key piece. I know it ain't trash. I know when I was learning how to trade candlesticks, that resource would have been super useful for me. I was needing it, okay? Needing it. All right, this is SPX 500. This is what SPX is doing in the pre-market. We're currently around the 60.79 area. We closed yesterday. Where did SPX close yesterday? SPX closed at what, 60.49? Yeah, it closed at 60.49, because my 60.50 call credit spread was I did a call credit spread, two of them yesterday, with 60.50 as my strike, and it bumped above 60.50 a little bit, and then it came on back down. And I was grateful. I was grateful. Yes, I was. But I did see yesterday, as I was trading SPX and my zero DTE, if you follow me on social media, you've been seeing that I've been posting about the call credit spreads and put credit spreads. And I saw that SPX was up here hovering in this area. This was around 60.47. It went up as high as, let me get a link. It went up as high as 60.50. And I saw it didn't hang out up here, and it pulled back. And I said, I think I can do it. So I entered over in this area here, when it pulled back off of the 60.50 at 3:30. I entered around in this window. 3:15, I think, might have been my entry, something like that. And I did 60.50, 60.60, and pulled in me a nice little piece. I got a couple $100 in 30 minutes of trading yesterday. Yep. Sabrina says she got her calendar and it's fabulous. Yep. Tanya, I keep wanting to say Tanya because I see your name here. Sabrina says, for clarity, what we trade, we want it to stay below the strike price. Yes, ma'am. When you're trading as a seller and you trade, I had 60.50. I had a 60.50. 60.60 call credit spread, and you want it to stay below the sell leg. When you're doing a call credit spread, you want it to stay below the sell leg. And my sell leg was 60.50. I want it to close. Not, it could go above that. When I say stay, you want it to expire below that sell leg. All right. Definitely want it to expire. Royal Diadem says, I have one beautiful calendar with great information. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you so much. Appreciate y'all. I really do. bit.ly/MELINSP. I really try to create resources that are going to be useful, not just stuff that, for sale. I'm going to sell it, believe me, because, these things should not be created for free. People don't have as much of an appreciation for free things. I don't want to make things so astronomically priced either. Y'all will see, anybody who sees my products will see that my prices are very reasonable, right? But I also think that there has to be value attached to it. If there's value in it, there has to be value attached to it. All right. That's what SPX is doing right now. Let's look at Netflix. I believe SPX is going to gap up. It's currently in the 60.79 and it closed at 60.49. So it's definitely going to be a gap up this morning. We're about 5 minutes away from the open of the market. Okay, looking at, this is Netflix. I just pulled up on the screen. Netflix closed yesterday at, nope, I can't see it there. I need to, oh goodness, Netflix is at $9.96 right now. Where did you close yesterday, Netflix? Where did you close? It closed yesterday at $8.71. It's at 9. That's a 100-point move. Wow, wow, and wow some more. Yes, sir. Looks like this candle. This is, y'all can't, it's a lot of lines here. I need to take all these lines. Oh no, that's the pivot, I think. What are all these lines? I haven't charted Netflix in a while. Should have been in this trade with everybody else who was there. But you know what? You can never tell. You can never tell. Those are the pivots. Never tell what it's going to do in earnings. So what you do is you watch it, let it pull back. People are going to come in this morning and sell. Janae, did you get in on that Netflix? Did you decide you were going to do a lotto, as they call it? It closed here yesterday at 8.71 and we're currently at 9.96. 120 points Netflix jumped on earnings. Ooh-wee. So people are going to come in. My point is, because I'll get excited, people going to come in with their and take profits this morning, which will probably pull it back some. Selling makes the prices go back down. That's how that works. People will go in and do that. And then if you're interested, hop in and ride it back up. But let it pull back some first. Let it pull back some. If you're a seller, which we're a seller community, right? You want to pull back to some support and then you can get a put credit spread. If you want to do a call credit spread on the top, just know if you're going up top, which probably 1,000 is probably going to be their psychological number. If it pulls back off the top, you may ride it, do a call credit spread and ride it back down. That would be a useful tool as well. But I believe Netflix is going to try to test that 1,000 one more time. So you just want to be, high enough away. You want to be in the safe zone. So that way, when it goes back up there, you're in good shape. Okay. Okay. Let me see where we are. Where are we? I was talking earlier about my SPX trades, right? Every afternoon we trade SPX. And when I'm on Tuesday and Thursday, I'm teaching during that same time. So I'm not able to be on a call. But on Monday, Wednesday, if the market is open, sometimes on Friday, we are on a call together and we trade together. Right? The SPX Playbook is what our strategy is based on. I created this strategy and put it into an SPX Playbook, right? If you already bought one before, you can go, you get the link and get the updated copy. If you didn't buy one, $27 at spxplaybook.com. I want to say it's .com. I need to redirect that. We're updating our website. Right? SPXplaybook.com, SPXplaybook.net. Both of those will take you to the playbook for $27. We run this trade every day. At the end of the day, 2:30, 3 o'clock, somewhere in there. We run it every single day. If you need assistance with how do we trade it and you want a community to trade it with, then that's where the membership comes in. All of the training, all of the hand holding, all of the support and assistance. Please don't take hand holding as something negative, because everybody needs their hand held when they're first getting started. Okay. That's where we come into the membership, and you can get assistance. Nope. I was writing in a link. Can't type and write at the same time. Your brain doesn't work like that. That's where the membership comes in, where you get the support and the guidance, and you got a community of people to trade with. That's how we do that. Okay. The membership is there. All right. Option Sellers Bundle includes all the trainings I do. They're all DIY. Basically, they're videos, but things that I did teach live. And they're all the videos that go along with that. If you want to get all the seller stuff in one place, then you're free to go. You can go to my website, which is educatortotrader.com, and see all of the goodness that E2T that I have created. I am E2T, by the way. So Educator to Trader is me. I'm an educator and I'm a trader, and I shift back and forth. Swing, swing, let the market just open. Swing, 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 swing. Go back and forth. Y'all see Netflix just pulled right back off that $900. People had their orders in already. Like, give me my money. Give me my money. Run me my money. We're at 980 something already. That's a 10-point drop and immediately at the open. Let's go to SPX and see what SPX has going right at the open. Y'all see it gapped up, as I said. It gapped up. Let me take this call credit spread link off, because I don't want anybody thinking that that's what we're doing right now, because we're not. There's a gap. It gapped up from, remember, gap is from the close to the open. All of this is the gap that was created, and SPX is already pulling down off of it to say, let's see what we're doing. Let's see. All right, let's see what we're doing. That's SPX right now. SPY is going to look very similar. SPY is going to look real similar. Ooh, something went in my eye, feels like. 60.78, we are on SPX. Nope, that ain't where I want it to go. All righty, SPY. Let me just do the regular trading hours. That way I can see the gap here. SPY did the same thing. It gapped up. We go from the close of the day to the close of one day to the open of the next day. This entire gap is going to need a filling. Whether it fills today, we'll have to see. Okay, we don't know if it does it today, but we'll see. Looks like it might want to, though. When people sell, some folks might pick and run. We'll see. Watch you want to give it a minute. Give it a minute. Something is in my eye. What is going on? Pardon me. Maybe it's an eyelash going rogue. What are you doing? Eyelash going rogue. All right. All righty, that's SPY. Let's look at triple Q. Let's look at triple Q. Triple Q said, I'm going to gap and go. The close of the previous day to the open of the next day, which would have been here. This is the open. That's how we mark our gaps, from the close of one day to the open of the other. That's how you mark gaps. Okay. This is our gap from actually, this gap goes down a little bit more. I did not intend to be talking about this. 524, between 524 and 529 is the triple Q gap. And at some point in the future, all gaps get filled. All gaps get filled. Sooner or later, the gaps get filled. Let's look at IWM, see what their gap, see what that gap looks like. It don't look like IWM had a gap. It's got one back here that will need filling. Is this the daily chart? Let me go to the daily chart. Our WM does have a gap because we mark gaps from the close of one candle, which would have been here, to the open of the next candle, which would be there. There's not much of that gap left, but it is still there. Can y'all see that? I'll make it bigger. The wick there went almost up to the top of that gap, but not completely. Got a little bit still there. Let me make sure I get this even with the top of that candle. There we go. There's a little bitty bit at the top of there. You have to lean in real close if you're on your phone, right? If you're looking at your computer, you can do like me and lean in and squint your eyes and you can see some stuff. Lean in and squint. All right. If you're looking for the free resources that I have created, they're all at e2t-freebies.com. e2t-freebies.com. All right, you can go over there and look at all the free resources. Go ahead and grab you a chart your way to 100K charting cheat sheet, free charting webinar, the 7 mistakes traders make to keep them from 7 figures, 0 DTE strategy cheat code, quick start guide for options. What's the perfect strategy for you to trade? SPX hacks. We got our E2T website, a book I wrote, Credit Spreads versus Debit Spreads. That's not a free resource, but you can still get access to it from here. And you can join our Facebook group or scroll down and join our Telegram group. All of those things are there on the e2t-freebies.com. Okay? We already talked about that. Now we can swing our way to our trader's declaration. This is a declaration you should repeat to yourself every day. If you're trying to be and want to be and plan to be a master trader, you've got to speak life over yourself. Okay? You have to declare it and speak life over yourself. You must. All right? I declare I'm a great trader. I declare I'm a successful trader and a focused trader. I declare my wins exceed my losses and my account is growing steadily. I am a wise and knowledgeable trader. I have a strategy that I use for my trades. I don't randomly place trades. I am a level-headed trader who trades my plan and not my emotions. If that's not the truth yet, then you say those things that be not as though they were, and then it will come. We're going to speak our futures into existence. Right? I have a lot of conversations I've had with folks who joined the membership, and a constant prevalent thing along almost every conversation is people aren't as profitable as they thought they would be and not as profitable as they want to be. And some people aren't profitable at all. They've traded for a while and they're not profitable yet. Now, I do think the 3 or 4 year mark is where you really get profitable, because you kind of get all yourself out of the way in the 3 or 4 year mark. And generally it takes a few $1,000s till you get profitable. I'm not speaking life over anybody's, portfolio. I'm just saying it happens, because while you're learning, you lose it. You lose while you learn. It just happens that way. This is definitely the cost of learning to trade. You can't start any business without some losses. None. And I consider the losses in the market as part of your business expenses. The lessons, the education, all of that stuff is going to have a cost associated with it, and that comes along with the territory. If you're not willing to lose, you need to go find you something else to do, because trading is not for you. There will be losing. The quickest and the faster you learn how to lose well, the quicker you can get to good profitability. Why am I saying all this? Because I've had to walk it out. This is not me saying something and shooting off at you, because I'm saying Arlissa has lost far too much money in the market, learning and losing. All right. And anybody along the way who tells you that they didn't, they lied to you. Anybody who says they didn't, they lied. They lying. I'm telling you, they lying. Here's our prayer. Lord, it's you who gives us the power to get wealth. Help us today to trade our strategy with wisdom and knowledge. Allow us to prosper enough to have what we need and enough to bless others. In Jesus' name, amen. 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 Okay. So let's go into the market today. If you're in my community, definitely I'll see you in our Telegram so we can make sure that we're watching our trades. I want to say one of our trades we entered yesterday is about ready to close today. I saw it either last night or this morning. I'll take a look again, but one of our trades I believe is ready to close. So check me in the Telegram. If you're somebody who really wants to join us and want to join the option seller zone, go ahead, bit.ly/E2 T -membership with a capital M. Or you can go to educatortotrader.com and join the membership. I'm here to help you to learn how to trade as a seller without a whole bunch of time in front of the screens, because I don't have time in front of the screens to give, and many of you don't either. Right? So as sellers, the time in front of the screen is not required. If you want to learn how to trade SPX every day, you need to come on into the membership. Come on in the room. You need to come on in the room, in the seller zone room. All right. All righty, everybody. It's been wonderful hanging out with you. I want you to do what we do every day, and that's stay green and get this money. All right. Everybody have a great green day. I'll see you in the market. Bye. Bye-bye, everyone.